Yeah, I'm going to start with a quote from John Keats. "The poetry of the earth is never dead." And following on from a classical poet, this is a poem in a classical style, a sonnet, and this one's by me. It's called "The Hawk and the Field Mouse." The wind hover hangs on the cusp of noon, as still as summer on a meadow's brow, as still as the time that is coming soon, as swift as the moment approaching now. A prayer for a death, a prayer for life, that one may be feather, one must be bone. Dropped like a stone, like a thief in the night, the unwelcome guest at the harvest home. From plummet to fall in mid-flight, the denouement of fur and beak and claw. From the meadow's grass to tunnels of light that rush ever skyward to rise and soar, the hawk and the field mouse are one, in blue whistling heaven, lost in the sun. Mm. And the next one is called "The River." The river. There is no such thing as a straight line in nature. That is one of the few things solely invented by man. The river winds hither and thither on its course to the sea. Some old Greek architect laid out the future of our towns and cities in a blueprint plan. But the river winds through the crooked meadows, wild and free. Just as it abhors a vacuum, so nature follows no set path. And unlike man's course, nothing is ever preordained. Life and death are things accepted, not fought against. And yet man defies, interferes at his peril, incurs its wrath, upsets the delicate balance, poisons the air and the rain. While the river floods, the tempest storms, the planet warms and lets loose plagues. I, who meander like the river, would follow the children of the sun, would return to a childhood when all seemed green, when the river teemed with life on its winding way to the sea. I'm no old Greek philosopher, nor one to lecture anyone, but it's time to change and redress a few things while the river still winds through our crooked meadows, wild and free. And thank you. And another quote, this time from Wordsworth. "For I have learned to look on nature, not as in the hour of thoughtless youth, but hearing oftentimes the still sad music of humanity." And this last one is called "Spring's Release" from a Book of Days. Through filtered skies, the voice, through filtered skies, the vagueness sailed, laid colours on the ground. The buds of hope on weary eyes burst forth, exhaled a breath's release, like a thankful sigh in the land of the lost and found. From a book of days, the voice was stilled, the pen fulfilled its need. The promise came as fast as light over freedom longing hills, brought the peace of reborn poetry for despairing men to read. Worlds once below, now above, stirred, inhaled the change of air, moved through souls as the seasons turn, gave hope, turned words to a pointlessness best left unlearned when life is written everywhere. And as if at once from nowhere there, spring had come through the haze. On a wind chime breeze, imagine real barometers set fair, and a mood to touch, not just to feel, lay open in a book of days. Thank you.